said there's no word for sorry because we're basically translating it into I should have never done that.
That's how
And
I
then
feel.
so that
This is wrong
our
formation.
language, well, back in 1968 when we signed the peace treaty, they promised us schools, food, you know,
Hospitals,
to be all that, and then they forced us into their schools. And then at that time, they told us Navajos, Indians couldn't speak their native language, and our mouths were washed out with soap to keep us from speaking our language. Yukon up First Hill, Yukon up First Hill. So when they did that, and then come 1945, they want to use our language in the war.
How ironic.
Yes. And then, before then, our language was not written or taught, right? So the Navajo code talkers in the war had to make up the alphabet.
Oh, wow.
Sound it out.
So it's actually written out for the first time?
Yeah. And then when you look at the words that they use, it does not match the words that is now being taught.
Right.
So for example, A would be ant, but you're saying Page-LeChee, but then again, Page-LeChee does not translate into ant. It just means like a red bug on the floor that kind of like blends in with the sand. So that's how they did that. So telling you that it doesn't translate into what you're saying, that the Navajos never went overseas, right? So they used stuff that was common at home. So when they were told, send a plane over with bombs, right? But they would say, send a bird over with potatoes.
Oh, wow.
And so they had different
This is great for code.
yeah, it was a different like red, yellow bird, blue bird for different types of airplanes. And then one of the other one was the submarine. It was a metal fish.
Oh, wow.
So that's how they used the different codes.
And it worked, huh?
Yeah. So then these guys that went to war came back and they classified it as top secret. And then when they came back with the PSTD, you know, they had problems. They couldn't even talk about it. So they suffered. And then finally in 1968, they declassified the language. And then in the 1980s is when it could actually be taught and written. Be taught and put in our schools.
You have your own. There are Navajo schools on the reservation,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yukon up Second Hill towards the canyon, up Second Hill towards the canyon. So
And your own health system too, right?
yeah, we're a sovereign nation where we can govern ourselves. But it's kind of not up to standard.
So gorgeous. You feel it's not up to standard?
A good example. My cousin went to the hospital with an earache.
Yeah.
2 years he had an earache. It hurts. Oh, it's just an earache. Oh, it's just sinus. Go, they have this Tylenol. Go, you know, you'll be better. His mom got tired of it and took him to an off-reservation hospital in St. George. And then when St. George checked everything, diagnosed everything, they found out it was a cancerous tumor.
Oh, dear.
So that's just like an example, you know, like how great our health system is.
Now we walk
Same thing with schools.